Hello there, Kristen.
Hello there, Laura.
So, Kristen, you just came back from a business trip, right?
I did.
So you posted on our Instagram page, Littler Podcast,
Yes.
which made me actually guffaw. I guffawed, ha ha, like Jennifer Tilly, out loud that you were in 17C, which I never would have picked up on.
Yes,
and
I
that
was.
you thought of Lisa Barlow.
Lisa Barlow.
Is that when Bronwyn bought the tickets and they had to sit and coach?
Yes.
Oh my God, that is so.
I just happened to
freaking
look up and
funny.
I go, oh my God, 17C.
I
couldn't believe it.
I generally pick up on stuff like that, but I did not. I missed that totally, and I got such a good.
Oh my! Well, you know, my mind is always all over Bravo. It's like I think
Mine
about it
too.
all day and night, and in
Mine
my
too.
sleep. So when I looked and I saw 17C,
What
I
was
said,
her
"Oh
exact
my
quote?"
God." She goes, "Oh my God, I'm in 17C."
Because God forbid Lisa Barlow sit
It was
and coach.
something like that. yeah.
And God forbid because Bronwyn put them. She put herself in first class
because it was her goddamn credit card.
God damn it! Damn! I had a good giggle at that.
I had to tag her in it because I was like, I
Did
gotta
she
tag
say
Lisa
anything? I
Barlow.
wish I should have looked.
No, she didn't, but that's okay. I know she's a busy lady.
All right. Well, listen, let's try to get down to business. We got some business.
Yes.
We got business at the summer house, right?
Yes.
Carl becomes Johnny Awkward.
Oh,
And
that was
tells
so cringy.
Sierra that it wasn't. You know what they did on Watch What Happens Live?
Okay.
They did a poll. Was it cute or cringe?
Oh, okay.
And Sierra's like, no, it's cute. Stop. It's cute. It's cute. It's cute. And then I think it got like 38 cute and then the rest cringe. So it wasn't a total washout.
Okay, so 38% was cute, and then the
And then
other
50 something
was
or
cringe.
48 something was. I can't do math.
I
Clearly.
can't either.
But cringe
but
won out.
I get you.
But it wasn't cringe. I think it was just
No,
kind of.
you know what? I'm saying
sweet.
it a little tongue in cheek. She didn't make it awkward. She took it like so cute. And
Yeah,
he
she
was like,
did.
I think he looked like relieved that he just got it off his chest because it seems like he's had a crush on her for some time.
Yeah, he's like
Like
every time
maybe he's always had
Yeah.
the crush on her.
But she was like.
But then he was with Lindsay, so
She looked so cute on Watch What Happens Live. Like she looked like she belonged.
she never looks
in
bad.
like a Formula One car. She had on this yellow and black. She had Rocky Balboa colors on, yellow and black.
Oh,
but she
wow.
had on like a race car coat. You know, it looked like she was just topped out of a, like a Formula One
She
car.
could wear a potato sack
Yeah, no,
and look
she's so
amazing. But yeah, no, she's got great style. I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
like
she just
everything
looked
she wears, she's
adorable.
always like cool chick.
I wish I could see her modeling somewhere. Like I don't see her.
Yeah, I wonder where
I
she
would love
models.
to just open a magazine. I don't really look at magazines, but
Yeah.
I would love to like open something or look on and just see her advertising something.
You know what I wonder too?
know?
She's a nurse. Like where? Like imagine you're
It's gotta
at
be
the
in the
hospital
well,
and
she's
she
not
walks
anymore.
in.
She's not.
She doesn't
nursing
do it
now.
anymore.
She
okay.
did, I think.
Because it would be so weird, wouldn't
Yeah,
it? If
she's
she was working.
I doubt she's wiping asses right now.
Okay.
as a nurse.
So
I
she
don't think so.
was. She's a licensed nurse,
right, and I think
So-
the first year she definitely was.
She was. Yeah.
And I think they even were in the. I remember them being in the hospital maybe once her first year on, but now she's modeling. So.
Okay. Oh, there you
She's
go.
on hold.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So
She's
is
got-
you know who else is a nurse? LuMan, the Countess.
Yes,
She's
she
also
was.
a nurse.
She. Oh God.
Oh God, we'll get to Luann on Love
Oh,
Hotel.
the
Jesus
insufferable
Christ
Luann.
Almighty. That's the only word that comes to mind when I can't even come up with any other word except insufferable. That is Luann. It's just
Yeah.
I've never in my life. Anyway,
So full of herself. So one other thing though I was going to say with the Ciara part and the Carl thing. Do you think it made Ciara feel a little better because didn't Lindsay take Austin from her sort of? So isn't this a little bit of
I don't think
not a revenge thing,
No.
but like haha.
I don't think honestly, I don't think Ciara rolls that way. I don't think she looks for validation outside of people.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I mean,
she's so
but
she's very comfortable
but
in her own skin. Yeah.
See, but I don't know about that because for someone as beautiful as her, she is insecure in ways. You know, if I looked like Ciara,
Well, she gets hurt some, but she's always going for the
but that's
bad
probably
boy.
her. It's probably again.
She likes the bad boys. I don't know. When you go
I
for the
don't
bad
know.
boys,
Sierra is a
they're gonna
funny-
hurt you. Maybe.
She's a funny one. She's a tough cookie in a lot of ways. Meaning like it's hard to get through that shell of hers.
There's some layers there.
Oh, there's a lot of layers there. But I just
Yeah.
think with her looks, if I had her looks, I feel like I'd be unstoppable.
Oh,
like
yeah.
no one could stop me.
Yeah.
I would be like, I'd be like, talk about insufferable, you know? But I don't think she leans on that. But again, your blessing is also your curse. So I'm sure
Well, that's
it's got to be hard to be that beautiful. And I know that sounds ridiculous and people be like, oh, that's so tough. But
Yeah.
I'm sure it is to just, not be taken seriously. I mean,
Well, yeah. And see, that's the one thing. I think Carl really sees her through and through. It's not just her beauty.
No, she said that. He
said
mentioned
that,
all
right?
the things
Yeah.
about her. Like, not only are you beautiful, I wish he would have said up top, you're smart, you're a great person, you're also stunningly beautiful. I wish he would have said those other things first, but he did say them. So that was good.
Yeah.
I
love Carl. I really, you can't not
No,
like Carl.
I love Carl.
I love
Carl's
Carl.
great, and
He
he's
is
a
great.
solid dude, and he's just awkward as fuck. And now we know why
Yeah.
he was doing the drugs, because when he was party fuckboy Carl,
Mm-hmm.
he was totally like, Now it's just, oh boy, here's awkward Carl. Here he
Yes.
comes. Now Jesse was upset with the gals because of the way they are dealing with him and Lexi, and he was upset.
Ugh.
And how he flirted with Sierra.
Yeah.
And then that whole little drama that happened because Jesse said to Amanda, like, I was trying to make Sierra feel better with the whole West, about the whole West thing.
Oh God, what a mess he
And
is.
she was like
messy Jesse.
Yeah,
Ugh.
like, so basically, and she also called him that on Watch What Happens Live. But
Yeah.
basically saying what he meant was, I kind of got what he meant, saying that, like, if I had come in first, you never know what would have happened.
Right.
If I got there before West. And she was like, you're stupid. No, you're weird for saying that. And then she's like, you know what, Jesse? Fuck you. You know, and I was like, ooh, Sierra.
Ooh.
But see, that's what I mean by Sierra.
But it's like a fumble after fumble after fumble with
Jesse
Jesse.
is just
And
ick.
did he really say that to Sierra to make her feel better because
Well, he
of
was
what
saying-
happened with Wes?
He was trying.
I think he's just covering his own ass.
She was like, wait, let me guess. She's like, you're pitying me?
Yeah. Oh,
And then she was like, I don't need your pity or whatever. I was like, oh, Lord Almighty.
No.
And guess who was there? Wait, did we talk about this last week? But Schwartz was there with his baby shots.
we were talking.
With his
I
wings.
love him.
He's so old now. When him and Carl.
He's old, but doesn't he still kind of have that youthful
He does,
look?
but you can tell
He
like they're
looks
kind of
pretty
all over it
good.
too. Like when him
Yeah.
and Kyle at some point in the episode where we're talking about if Kyle might be sterile or whatever, and he's like, I know we're gonna be, we're gonna
Old
be great.
dads.
We're gonna be great dads. We're gonna be old. He's like, we're gonna be like, falling asleep in the lazy boy, and he's like,
Yeah.
going to sleep at 6:30, and Kyle was like, never happened, never gonna happen, never going to sleep at 6:30 at night.
no.
But he did come in. Lexi was cute with him, and she was like, so, Schwartz, let me ask you, like, a guy's point of view, how do you lock a guy out of your bedroom? So I was like, good for you,
That was
Lexi.
so good. She's great.
Good for you that you're all he wants is some booty. All he wants is tail.
Yeah.
So good. Don't give it to him.
I think Jesse underestimated how smart Lexi is. I don't think he realized how smart she is.
Oh, because what did he say?
You know?
I wanted. You know what I wanted to scream at the whole
She knows what
episode.
she's doing.
This is what I wanted to scream out. Is she? Who's the ditz now, Jesse? 'Cause
Exactly.
Right in the beginning.
He's a ditz
Did
ball.
people call you a ditz? Yeah.
But I think he really thought that's how he talks, the way you're doing it.
Because it's always with that smile, that
Oh, God.
pirate smirk.
He might be a ditz. I
Suck my
swear.
he is a ditz. Who's
Yeah.
the ditz now, you jackass?
Exactly.
And then Sierra tells the gals at the end of the snooze fest. I can't believe they made 2 freaking episodes out of the snooze fest.
Oh, I know.
Talk about a fucking snooze fest.
Well, this is Paige's party.
Oh,
It's like
she's
her.
like, I don't like any of the other themes. I only approve this theme.
Yeah.
As they were sitting on the trampoline, that was the big bed.
Yes.
But Sierra tells them, like, can you believe Carl said that he had a crush on me? And then she was like, I think what will be will be. And Paige was like, You were so nice. That was so nice of it. Because I was thinking, like, they almost, like, they kind of came up, not Sierra, but Paige kind of came off as a mean girl, like the way she was laughing. Like men must tell them every day that they love them this much. You know, the way she was kind of, even though it was kind of in good fun, and I know they all
they were
love
joking
Carl.
about it. Yeah.
But it was just kind of funny. And then Amanda was like, I get confused sometimes with Sierra. And then Paige was like, wait, that I want to date Sierra? No. I don't want to date Sierra. Like, it was funny. Meaning, like, everybody has a little crush on Sierra.
Oh, I think so. Even the girls.
But if Sierra had a little bit better of a personality, then the whole world would be, then she'd really be in trouble. I think God was like,
she's a tiny bit serious.
No, she's
and
also
guarded,
cold. Yeah, and guarded.
Yeah.
I mean, not deep down, but I think God was like, I'm going to make you the most gorgeous person on the planet, but then I have to screw you someplace. So
that's a good way to say
he
it.
fucked her on the personality. He just did. But
you're not like
you
if
can't
she
have
had
both.
an unbelievable personality. I mean, yeah, she would rule the world.
She literally, she'd be unstoppable.
Oh my God.
She'd be like a mini,
the modern day Cleopatra. I don't know.
Exactly.
It would just be like, whew.
Just men throwing grapes at her all day and money and golden fleece. Anyway, so Sierra's also mad at Jesse.
Jesse.
Oh, they had the Mickey
What was
D's.
so good? Oh,
that looked
they
good.
ordered quite a bit of Mickey D's.
Kyle put it on his credit card. I'm like, he's buying the house Mickey
That
D's.
had to be about $200.
What a big
worth of Mickey
spender.
D's. Mickey
I mean, I'm
D's isn't
kidding.
cheap anymore.
Is it?
When
I
I'm
haven't had
getting
it
it for the boys, God, it's like $30 for the two of them. Or
What?
I'm not kidding.
for a freaking Happy Meal.
Yeah, for like a Happy Meal, a couple of hamburgers, some French fries. Oh, please
Stop!
It
I
is
haven't
not
had
cheap.
it in probably 15 years.
You're,
I couldn't even tell you what it cost, but I can't. But
it's
so
a bit
much.
of indigestion as you get older.
Yeah, no, of
But-
course. Well, you know, I can't.
But
go
the
there
boys
anymore.
go crazy. Yeah, no, it's not cheap. That had to be a couple of $100
So the
worth of
next
Mickey D's.
thing that went down in the summer house was Lexi was crying on the phone with her sister, and then Gabby came in, and then the guys were having a cuddle puddle outside.
That was cute.
did
What
you
were they
see-
watching? Was it Zootopia?
What is that a movie?
It's a movie.
Is that a Disney movie?
I don't know what it is.
was
I
like,
never
what are they
heard of it. Is
watching?
this sad? I don't know.
I
thought
heard
it was a
but-
concert.
Oh, I have no.
I don't
idea.
know. It's a movie apparently.
I have no idea, but it was funny the way West was holding Jesse because he was obviously pretty defeated coming in there.
Yes.
And Alexi was emotionally exhausted. She feels manipulated by him, and that
You know what I like though? I like how Gabby is with her.
Gabby was
Gabby
great.
is a great shoulder for her to lean on. I think they've become good friends. You know,
Yeah.
like if Summer
But
House
Gabby has
goes into
to
the next season,
think about
Gabby and Lexi will be like,
But guess what?
mm-hmm.
Gabby's person, Lindsay, is going to be gone.
I
So
know.
Gabby better get herself
needs
a new
somebody.
person. She needs. She's
Exactly.
smart to attach her little wheelhouse onto
She is.
Lexi because she needs someone. Because where is she going to go?
I know.
After that,
I know.
But she was like, basically, she felt manipulated by Jesse.
Mm-hmm.
No one wanted to connect with her because of the things that he was saying, and that he's two-faced.
Yes.
Two-faced.
Well, he is. She's 100% right. And she was really upset. And I loved it the next day at breakfast
Oh,
when
that was
she
great.
was like, let everybody hear it. Let's all talk about it
Oh,
in
right.
front of
Yeah, she
everybody,
sat
like
down.
a group therapy
Well,
session.
he was like, how'd you sleep, Lexi?
Uh,
And then she was like, And then she was like, he was like, do you want something special for breakfast? And then she's like, for you to stop talking shit about me. And he's like, I'm not talking. He's like, does anybody know why Sierra's mad at me? Like, everyone hates you, Jesse, right now. Like, Sierra's mad at you.
yes.
Lexi's mad at you. And,
Yeah. The girls are not exactly your like covering for you
but I
anymore.
love that Lexi wants to talk about it in front of the crowd. It makes for
No,
good
it
TV.
it was great. And you know what I loved? Did you see like the look on Kyle's face? He just looked like zoned out, like what's going
Well,
on?
Kyle, I mean,
he was like out to
Kyle
lunch,
is,
but it was
again-
just funny. Like they were all, but him, who was also being really cool through all this, is Lindsay. Like she's being
Yeah,
great.
well,
She's making a sandwich.
they
Kyle
don't-
looks like he's in space. Like what's
She's so
happening?
happy it's
and
not
Jesse
her.
looks like a friggin' deer in
She's so
headlights.
happy it's
He's
not her.
squirming, like you
Yeah,
said.
yeah. And so basically Lexi's like, you have all these fat ass red flags and I don't want to be exclusive.
Yeah.
And she's like, you can take exclusive and shove it out the fucking window.
I
I'm
love it.
done. And kind of love
And
that.
he's just like,
Yeah, but
So-
he was saying he was sharing. Basically, somebody said like, "You're sharing all your concerns." Oh, Wes was like, "Can I ask like what the conflict is?"
Yes.
Like, can I ask? And it was
Yeah.
like, "Sure." And it was like he was sharing all of your concerns with everybody in the house and making her look crazy, and she felt stupid.
Yeah.
Somebody said that, and it made sense.
Yeah, but even Wes was saying in the confessional, don't get me into it, fuckface, right? Like
I
he was
know.
pissed too. Like really, Jesse's like, I don't know. And you know what I didn't like though? I didn't like that it showed them at her apartment after. That was a confusing conversation, I thought.
Whose apartment?
When Jesse came over to Lexi's apartment.
Was that on this episode? I
Yes.
must have missed that completely.
Oh yeah, he came over for them to talk.
Oh yeah.
And
Are they
she was
trying
kind of, I
again?
think it was like he was trying to say, you know, I don't want to break up, but I don't want to hurt you. And she
Oh,
was
shut up,
like, you know, I'd
Jessie.
rather just like love you and leave you kind of thing. But
Yeah.
it didn't really seem like there was a resolve there. So we don't know where they're at.
But I think I saw a sneak peek of this week's episode, and
Yeah.
they come in together like there's no problem.
So maybe they did.
But
Make it. See, I don't want that.
But we know they're not
Just
together.
run away
They're
from
not
him.
together. They got to
Yeah.
at least stick out the summer,
Okay.
and it'll be a waste.
Well, what do we
But
have?
I-
Like a week left of the summer?
Oh
so,
God, I don't know.
Ugh.
So anyway, then they went to a doctor visit.
That was very
Lindsay
sweet
and,
with
what's her name? That was cute.
why am I losing her name?
Danielle. Danielle. And
yeah,
then
it always is kind of nice to see.
it was
her.
weird to see her baby's face, like.
Yeah, the face was.
I was like,
facing-
yeah,
that
yeah.
was cute.
And then the big takeaway, and then also was like maybe Amanda's not ready for a kid. Like
Right.
maybe it would be okay if Kyle was sterile.
Right. She's
know?
like, I got to take care of myself. I don't know if I could take care of somebody else. Take care of somebody else.
She will. I mean, the mother instinct, but
She
she's
will,
probably
but
just exploring.
yeah.
Like the
Oh, so I think that right now, bless you.
Oh,
I
stop
think that I think that she's got her career is on fire with her bathing suit line. He's busy.
I don't
They've
know
got a
about on
million things
fire.
going on.
I don't know about on fire. I would say there's
Okay, so her
There's a-
career's
maybe there's a nice
Taking
a
off.
nice backyard. What is it called? Fire pit going.
okay. There,
I don't
we
know. I don't know
go.
if it's a wildfire, but
It's
I'd
not
say
like
it's
Paige's career right now. Which I
Correct.
think is
That
on
is
fire.
on fire.
That's on fire.
Exactly.
So she's getting there. So I think she's just got a lot going on, and she doesn't want to think about kids
She has
right
a
now.
nice kindling started for
Yes.
something bigger. Let's
Yeah.
say that she's got the nice fire going.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but she's definitely not at a point that they are.
Mm-hmm,
And they said last night on Watch What Happens Live, they were like, "Who do you think Paige is closer to, Hannah or Amanda?" And Sierra said,
I'd say Hannah.
she said Hannah too. She said only because they're always together. And they're
Yeah.
doing this. She said it doesn't mean she doesn't love Amanda though, and blah blah
Yeah,
blah. So-
yeah.
And that was kind of it. So we're blowing out of the summer house, and we're blowing into which one? The
Hotlanta?
Oh,
Do you want to, or do you want to do Love Hotel?
Let's just do Atlanta because there wasn't really that much going on.
Well, I was gonna say that I wouldn't say it was a pow episode, but
No,
it was
it
good.
was just a little bit of the fallout from the pool conversation
Yeah.
in Nashville.
Yes.
And Angela wanted to know who called her Big Bird. Who called her Big Bird? Portia, when do I get to be petty? Portia's like, when do I get to be petty? I didn't call her Big Bird. Like, they're just so.
But where
they're
is
so
the Big
funny.
Don't coming from? Because she's tall.
Yeah, I guess,
I
or
don't
just
know.
maybe she's clunky like Big Bird, or she kind of does have some Big Bird energy though.
Okay, you think so?
She might have some, but when they said that, I was like, that's not far off.
Is
and
that
I think
because
she,
her wig is
maybe
like
because
her cap comes off?
or was she wearing yellow? Maybe it's because she was wearing yellow.
Was she? She might have come there wearing yellow. Maybe
Well,
that
Portia's
was
like,
it.
I forgot that I put her in the room by the pool, and we were all down there, and we were just talking and having fun with my friends. And she was like, I didn't know Dumbo was going to be upstairs with the big ears listening in.
You know what I love about Portia?
Portia's
She's funny without even trying. It
Yeah.
just comes out. That's what I love about
It's the
her.
way they
It's like she's not
speak.
forcing it. It just
It's
comes
just
out
the way they
naturally.
talk is so
it's just the way she
Damn
talks.
funny to me. All
It's
of
very-
them.
They all are. Even Kelly to me. Like
Oh,
everything
Kelly's
that comes out of her
insane.
mouth is funny. I
Kelly's
don't
a
know.
partier. And by the way, the way
Yeah.
the episode started with Brit's dog Mimosa, but Kelly's dog, I didn't catch her name.
Uh-huh.
But she had the false eyelashes on the dog all the way above her eyes. Did you see that? She's like, I take
I
care of my
didn't
girl.
notice that,
She
but
puts
the
on,
dog looks
she puts on her
ridiculous.
falsies, her eyelashes. She's got her hair dyed. And this poor little rodent of a dog.
Oh, this poor
was
thing.
like ratty looking, and I
Oh,
was
God.
just like, oh my God, adorable
no.
though.
Oh man.
And then basically, so it was just like
Cha-Cha. The dog is Cha-Cha.
oh my God, of course it is.
Of course it
Cha-cha.
is.
I'm sure. I wonder if it's named after Cha-Cha Di Gregorio.
Oh, I was just
the
thinking
best dancer. It's Saint
Ever.
Bernadette's. That's a Grease reference. If you don't get it,
And who's the other one I'm thinking of? Oh, is it Charo? Charo.
Charo.
She's not Cha-Cha though.
Charo. So Angela tells Charles she's invited. She invited Drew, and he loves to play devil's advocate. She's like, by the way, I'll just say to Charles, I'll find out what the haters think. He's such a hater. He loves to play devil's advocate. But wasn't it?
I texted this to you. Charles gives me the creeps,
Oh,
man. I don't know what it is about
he
that
couldn't
guy.
have looked guiltier when she said, Charles, they're all talking about this girl you got in New York. And that, why is Charles so easy to have? He's easy to have sex with. Do you see that? He was smiling like, I'm not going to let this bother me.
Yeah.
Like, and why didn't she just confront him and say, instead of just saying it like, of course it's not true, confront him and say, Charles, why would they be talking about this?
Yeah. No, it's like everyone kind of knows. It's
she
like a
says
known thing.
Does she know, I wonder?
I think she knows. I think it's she just doesn't want to talk about it. I think she's just like, I don't want this coming out. Yeah, she has to know.
But the way she...
Because remember, she said in the beginning when the season started that they had like a separation going on at one time.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And I think she was kind of alluding to that it had to do with getting kicked out of the Knicks. Like he had a big incident. It was like all over the papers.
Right.
He was drinking and he got into
He
a
got
fight. And he
kicked-
got kicked out.
But
He wasn't
not when he was
playing.
on the team.
No, he wasn't on the team.
Right. Oh, right.
But he
It was
was
something,
he was
yeah.
there, and they had to kick him out, and he got banned from Knicks Stadium or whatever.
Again,
what do you call Knicks Stadium?
Knickerbockers.
Madison Square Garden.
Oh,
I can't.
Listen to me. I'm like Knickerbocker Stadium. I don't know. MSG. Yeah.
MSG. He got kicked out. So I think she said that things went a little right because he was drinking, but that could have been around the time when this stuff was going on. That's what I'm thinking.
Who the hell knows? But I just thought it was interesting how she's like, they're talking about you, that you have this girl in New York. Like, she's saying it because she wants him to know that she knows, but she's not being accusatory. She's just being like, of course it's not true. And he's like,
She's being a little coy.
Let him talk. Like, but that would be horrible. And if there's rumors out there, there's truth to something.
Yes, there is.
So,
but I think what I do like about Angela, again, she's got such a calmness to her. Like she never gets alarmed by things.
Yeah. Well, she's
so
alarmed.
she keeps her dignity.
She does keep her cool.
She keeps her cool. She does.
Now they have Bailey Q. Cynthia's having her Bailey Q. She usually has it on July 4th, child. But now she's having it on Juneteenth, and it's raining like the bejesus out.
Yes.
Did you see? Oh my God.
And it was, what was it? She had a prophet.
I don't know, some prophet.
Was that a prophet?
Dr.
A
Natasha.
prophet is like a psychic, but a doctor.
But no, this was a prophet.
prophet.
Like a prophet, like the prophet Isaiah that I hear all about in church. Like, they're always talking about the prophet Isaiah.
Yes.
But I don't know.
But this prophet could see things in people. She was almost like a psychic.
She was called, you know what she was called? I saw her little thing come up. Her name was Dr. Natasha, and she was an intuitive life strategist.
Oh, there we go.
How much do you think, like, she was like, I'm going to call myself an intuitive life strategist and tell everybody I'm a prophet, and I'm going to show up, I'm going to charge like $5,000 for the night. What's an intuitive life strategist?
What the heck is that?
She's intuitive. Guess what? I'm
Oh,
fucking
God.
intuitive.
I know.
when my phone's going to ring.
Laura, you could be a prophet.
You could be a prophet. Any of us could be a prophet. But she's an intuitive.
No, but I haven't heard that since biblical times.
I know. I'm like,
so when it was like prophet, I'm like, what's
it
a
was
prophet?
just Easter, and they're always talking about the prophet Isaiah.
The prophet Isaiah, yes.
So anyway, Kelly, Brit, and Angela were there in the rain, and then Shamia showed up. Brit. Brit is real. Brit Edie. I don't know. I can't. I have no.
Oh, can we back up?
Yeah.
Brit at her mom's house helping her mom move, and her sisters and the family dynamic. It just seems phony to me. I don't know what it is. It's like they know the cameras are there.
But you know what you're picking
she's
up
like
on.
putting it on. There's such a phoniness
Here's
there.
what you're picking up on. It's extremely uncomfortable. She's uncomfortable around her family. I think her mother, God only knows what her mother's about. But
Her
the
mom's
sisters
got
and
some
her
stuff.
fight.
Yeah.
Her sisters are on again, off again. She sold this company. I think she herself, Brit, is uncomfortable in the whole situation. And somehow it's popping off as inauthentic because
that's it. It's coming off inauthentic
because
to me.
I think she's like walking on eggshells basically. And now I'm trying to control me and I'm trying to control all them.
Yeah,
While I'm talking.
Right.
You know?
And that whole scandal came out. So she's getting through
But
that.
she was getting calls from her sister Cher was calling her. But
there's a lot of disconnect going on in that household, in that family. But it just, I don't know. And I didn't like the scene. And I was like, oh God, I don't like Brit. I just don't like her.
I don't either. And I don't care about anything about her. So I'm just like zip, 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 zip. Fast forwarding here.
Please.
Fast forwarding. So getting back to Dr. Natasha. So
the prophet.
It's so funny. So wait, how about Shamia? Shamia's my new favorite person.
She's really my favorite on that show.
I'm going to, let me tell
her.
you, I'm going to show Kristen what I am popping up on, what I'm going to put on our Instagram, because this was the greatest reaction I've ever seen out of Shamia. Can you see that YouTubers? I'm going to put it on our Instagram. Go see it. It's Littler Podcast. It's just.
What was the reaction to?
She
what was that
reacting to, I think, the fighting between Brit and Angela. Because she's
that was a great fight.
She's like, you got miles on your mouth. You got stretch marks on your mouth. And this was Shamia's reaction, like, with the grill and the African outfit and the earrings. She looked like Queen Nefertiti. I mean, she was beautiful.
She was the only one appropriately dressed for that.
Well, she said, I'm wearing my African clothes. She's like, my husband's from
Kenya.
Oh, Kenyan?
I think
he's
Kenyan.
From Nigeria. No, not Nigeria.
Oh, no, wait. Is it? No, I think it's Kenya.
I'm not sure.
He's Kenyan.
Either way.
Anyway, she came and she delivered.
This made me laugh. That expression was the greatest thing. I'm going to put it on our Littler Podcast.
I love it.
If you can see, I'm holding my phone up. I'm showing Kristen, and it is so classic. I can't. But wait, so they were fighting about that. But wait, I also have forgotten why Brit and Angela don't like each other.
I
totally forgot. Was it at the bank vault?
Oh,
the
I
elevated
know.
black
they
women
did
party?
Kelly was hosting a brunch a number of episodes ago.
I can't remember why at all.
Angela was questioned because Brit said, I'm under investigation for my insurance company because of this scandal. And then Angela was like, I'm in that field too. You would not be under investigation for that.
Yeah.
And Brit popped off. See,
but
she's
they're
got
really after
she
each
goes
other.
from like 0 to 60 real quick, Brit.
They're really
like she just
after
popped
each
off
other.
on Angela, and then after that they were not good.
You got miles on those.
I loved
But
it.
wait, at one point,
and she goes, "You're a whore." She just came out and said, "You're a whore."
Great. That was great.
And then Drew was like, "I'm out of here. I don't want to be in the middle of this.
I'm elevated. I can't be in there.
I'm elevated.
But wait,
I can't."
at one point, the Dr. Natasha, the intuitive life strategist, said, "Who has a Porsche? Somebody's thinking about a Porsche."
A Porsche.
And then Shamia was like, I know I'm being petty." She's like, "But he's thinking about a car, right? Not Porsche." Like it was just funny. And then of course,
Brit brings up again to Angela, like the whole world knows that there's a baby out there.
Oh my God, that was great because she was like, "What about the baby?"
Yeah.
And then even Kelly screams like, "That baby though."
Yeah.
Like, she's like, "The world know about that baby though."
Yeah.
And then Kelly's like, "That baby though." I'm like, "Oh my God."
Whoa.
I know. And then that was great. She called her a whore. I was kind of involved.
Oh, I
thought
know.
that was
Well,
fun.
Angela, she's not afraid. She
and
won't
then
back
Angela,
down.
after they said the thing about the baby, Angela's like, "Come with receipts."
Yeah.
Come with receipts about
honey.
the baby. And then of course Cynthia's like, "Okay, Portia and Angela, you're gonna talk." Like she brings them in the back to squash their beef.
Yes.
Yes. From Nashville, which really was, but it was just so funny the way Portia sat down. The first thing Portia says was, "Look, my POV was she wasn't invited and you blew past it." Like, it's just the way they talk. I love the way they talk.
I love it.
And Angela's like, "What about the convo at 3 a.m.?" And she's like, "Oh, well, I shouldn't have said it. It was inappropriate." But it was just so funny. I mean, they apologized basically.
They apologized.
She apologized, and then she apologized for whatever the hell she apologized for.
I know.
Inviting
and then Shamia
Brit
came
Drew.
in.
Yeah, then Shamia, because as a woman, as a married woman, she wanted her to check Portia.
Yes.
She was mad at her because she wanted her to check her. And then Shamia's like, all right.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm good.
That one didn't like I thought they were going to bring in Brit with Angela because she's got bigger beef. I guess they've got some serious beef, but maybe it was just it escalated so much.
They probably not even going to speak to each other.
Yeah.
So that was kind of it. I mean, it was kind of, it had some stuff going on, but there was nothing like.
Yeah, it was mellow-ish kind of episode. Mellow-ish.
Like it ended and I was like, oh, it's over.
Yeah, yeah. It went quick. It was like a quick episode. But did you notice too, Kelly did one of those other
she was doing blowjob shots.
She did it again.
She's like, why are you doing shots during my prophecy?
She took her Coyote Ugly to that party.
Oh my God. She's always doing those blowjob shots.
Oh, yeah.
She almost swallowed the freaking shot glass.
I thought she was going to swallow it again.
Oh my God. They make me nervous. Those you can't.
They do.
I mean, you couldn't.
No, I don't think
but
it's
if
possible.
you bit down on it? Ooh,
yeah.
I don't
no,
know.
no.
I don't know.
Ooh.
So let's roll into the Love Hotel.
Yeah. Now we said it got much better.
It was much better.
Oh my God.
It was a much better episode. I'm glad I gave it a shot.
Yeah, I was first episode in. I was like, I don't know, and I'm liking it.
What I don't like, and I wish he could be edited out. I wish something they could. Ew, the host is horrendous.
I'm not a fan. Do you remember when he went
on?
off on Shannon on social media? The host.
About what?
Months ago.
Being mean?
When filming wrapped.
Why?
You got to look it up. You'll see. When filming wrapped, he put out a social media post saying how nasty Shannon was, how she was rude to the crew.
That's horrible.
It was a terrible, terrible post that he put.
Oh yeah, but
it was really bad. He shouldn't
it?
have done that, and I got such a bad taste in my mouth about him.
But
I
just think he is useless. He has zero personality. What is he doing there? Who is he?
Why did they choose him?
Absolutely.
Who is he anyway? Was he on another show?
No idea.
I don't even know.
Somebody that should have stayed wherever he came from.
He must be friends with somebody and they gave him the job.
Oh my God, terrible.
I don't like him either.
You know what I think I noticed about this place? This is also the same resort that I believe Sheena Shea got married at.
Really? It's Cabo, right?
I think it's the same.
It's a beautiful place.
I recognize the flowers on when they show that main shot of the rooms. I recognize it. I'm like, I bet you this is the place that Sheena got. I have to confirm that, but I think it is.
Okay.
And then Mark and Jerry are fighting over LuMan.
Why?
Oh my God, LuMan called.
These are quite handsome
LuMan
men.
was calling them Jesus Christ.
LuMan.
She was calling them Jesus Christ and Captain of the Sea. They're fighting over her, and
she loves it.
Of course,
though.
LuMan
loves it.
LuMan is so insufferable to watch. That is the only word I can think of. She is so in love with herself. She's so conceited. It's such a turnoff. I think she's been shoved down our throats so much that you don't even really notice it. But when I was taking a step back, even she was on Watch What Happens Live, and she literally looked up and she said something about, he was asking her all the places Lou has ever hooked up. So of course she was like, they were like a yacht, and she's like, of course, darling. An airplane, yeah, a private plane, yes, of course. And then she's like, a church? And she was like, no, somebody invited me once to church, but I couldn't do it. And she was like, and the Pope just died. She was like, he's like, if you could say something to the Pope, what would you say? And she was like, rest in peace, darling.
Oh God.
I was like, LuMan, just insufferable.
How old is LuMan? Is she 60?
I'd say she's 64, maybe 60.
Okay.
She's definitely mid 60s. If she's saying 61, she's lying.
Okay.
She's all day, she's lying. She's probably between 63 and 65.
Okay. Look, she takes care of herself. She looks good, but she's just, I don't know.
I don't know. These girls are asking out. All I know is they all want Ralph.
They all four of them. Well, no, Ashley doesn't. Giselle wants Ralph, Shannon wants Ralph, and LuMan wants Ralph.
And they want Ralph.
They really want Ralph. Now, look, I can see why. I like him. I think that he's a level-headed guy. He's
probably
handsome.
good looking. He's tall.
Yeah. He's
and
got
he seems like a nice guy. And they all asked him out on their date, so he got to choose, and he chose Giselle.
I see the most chemistry with him and Giselle. That's my opinion. That's how I see it. I think he likes
chemistry
Giselle
with
the
anybody.
most. I told you. I think at the end of this, no one's going to be with anybody.
I just don't think.
I just don't see it.
I don't know. I just don't think. And apparently next week, Shannon and Earl are going to get in a big old fat fight.
Oh, of course, because it's Shannon. Like she's of course she's going to find a problem.
She's like, I like him because he's an open book. I like
she
him
gets the previews was something like she was mad because he wasn't eating vegetables.
Fucking unbelievable. She's walking away. So getting back to this whole episode, so Whale, I don't know. Whale comes over
I think it's the way Sasha says it's Wally.
Like Wally.
Wale.
But like Wall-E, like the robot, the movie Wall-E.
Yeah, something like that.
We're going to call him Wall-E.
Wally.
Robot.
There we go.
He comes over to Ashley during their date, whatever she was on with that other horrible crypto guy.
Oh, I'm so glad she didn't choose him at the end. Nicholas.
What a loser.
Nick.
Oh,
yeah.
Crypto loser.
He's a little creepy looking.
Oh, by the way, and the
right?
guy.
Like, doesn't he look like he could be a serial killer or something?
He was
Ooh,
so
or a
awful.
Pervert. I
bad.
don't know.
He just looked like some guy with the
weird looking.
He had like puka shells on, like in black. I was like, what's happening? Big nose, like ick. But the other guy that they're all kind of like, he's got a house in Bel Air. Phil, the black guy. Phil comes off. He reads very gay to me.
Yes,
he does
same.
not read like a straight man.
And he might be. Like I was thinking the same thing.
Oh my!
Like maybe he wasn't. He switched, or he does both.
Giselle's
like But I think Giselle did like the money.
Phil.
That's okay. And the
she's
success.
Like, she's like, Phil's
and
got
and he's very distinguished, she said.
Right. Well, he's got when she heard he had a house manager and lives in Bel Air, she was like, oh.
Yes.
Let me turn around here for a second. And then Shannon, you see the little peanut gallery behind her going, I told you guys to talk to Phil. I told you guys to talk to Phil. Because like, well, Shannon, why not Phil for you then, Shannon?
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, he reads so gay to me.
Yeah, he's very refined and he's well spoken and he's educated.
He doesn't look he just doesn't look like he likes girls. He does give a
gay vibe.
He doesn't look like he likes women.
No.
Period. Luann's not attracted to Jerry.
Okay. Yes.
No, she's not. That's that.
But she is attracted to Mark. But what was she saying about Mark?
She sent both of them home, didn't she?
She did, but I thought she was more attracted to Mark. I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Mark doesn't take things seriously. I think she said something like that.
And then Earl and Shannon kissed like in the middle of the lounge. Like that was funny.
Oh, that was funny. I do like them together, though. I think out of all the men, he's the only one that suits her. To me.
Yeah.
Although, well, we're going to get to the
Well,
end.
there's going to be new guys.
New blood.
But you know what? They asked Luann. They said we didn't see the new guys on the end of this episode, right? Because they keep.
Yeah, they didn't show them.
And then Luann says, "Well, the first crop was much better.
Okay.
They weren't very good." So I was like,
so the second crop is not as handsome.
and I was like, "Oh my god, they put
because they let go two very nice looking men, Mark and Jerry."
Yeah, but if you're not like, I don't know, Jerry.
I know.
I don't know about them. They did both look like the most interesting man alive.
Well,
the
I
Dos
think
Equis
Mark
guy.
or Jerry could have worked with Giselle. Like that, one of them might have worked out
I don't
with
think
them.
they had enough money. As Lou would
Ashley
say.
likes older men. Her first husband, Ashley's first husband, was way older than her.
I can't believe Ashley was married already. She has no kids.
She's 2 kids.
Oh, she
yeah,
does?
she's married to a.
Oh, so she's
what the
like
heck is it?
she's a
Michael Darby. He's like a big playboy player, but
how
older,
about that?
much older. So anyway,
Interesting.
yeah.
So I don't know. It was funny when it was just kind of cute. When they all came out of the room in the matching outfits. I thought
that was very cute.
That was cute.
I like
actually.
that Shannon put that together. That was very
And
nice.
I thought it was so funny how Luann was like, I don't want to be a sugar mama. We've got to make sure they were having that conversation amongst themselves. Just like, we must watch out. We don't want to be sugar mamas.
Well, does Ralph
Luann,
have
you're nobody's
money?
sugar mama. Just relax. You don't have a lot of money, Luann.
That's why she might not have liked Mark or Jerry. They may not have had a lot of money.
Of course, that's why.
Okay. So you think maybe Ralph has money because she's got her eyes on Ralph.
Well, Ralph is also cute. He's also a man's man. He looks like he's funny, looks normal, and he's probably got dough.
Yeah.
I don't think the other guys were. She was like, you know what? Jerry wants to do all day surf. I don't surf.
I don't surf.
I can only surf so long. Can only serve so long.
How many packs of cigarettes does LuMan smoke?
I don't think she's a
day?
smoker. Oh my God.
She's not a smoker.
But you know what?
She has the smoker's voice.
She's very deep. She's deep pitched. But I was listening to her this morning. It was popping up in my news feed.
Okay.
Her doing, her cabaret show. She might be the worst singer. She sings so off key. She's singing. I mean, she's just. Again, insufferable.
Oh
LuMan.
no! I can imagine what those tickets cost.
I was gonna go with somebody once, and I don't know what happened. We never went. Oh, I don't know who, but we were gonna go in for around Christmas time, and like a couple of years ago. You know
what I heard with her show too? It's 90 minutes, and there's an intermission.
I'm sure there is.
Why would there be an intermission?
Because it's LuMan.
It's LuMan.
She's just gracing you with her presence coming out on the stage. Anyway, so now they all basically. So the three guys who get to stay are.
Ralph, of course.
Right. LuMan chooses Ralph. Giselle chose Jay. And Ashley chose Wally.
And then, and Phil was the bonus.
Right. Phil was the bonus guy. And then.
Oh, and Earl.
Oh, right. And Earl, because Shannon. Oh, right. Earl the Pearl.
Earl the Pearl.
Earl the Pearl, which they're going to get into a huge fight. Earl looks like he
with
might
the alligator shoes.
He looks like he might be like a bit of a boozer. Like he always kind of looks like he's a little unsteady on his feet.
Perhaps.
Maybe he's just tired. Is he old?
Maybe. I think he is exactly Shannon's age. So Shannon is like 60. I think he's 60.
Well, good.
So,
I mean, I'm glad that, and he seems like a nice enough guy, but also, I don't know. Shannon's just like, oh my God, like what's happening here? But I thought maybe the second batch of guys would be better, but LuMan was like, oh no, the first ones were much better.
Did she say that in the preview?
No, she said it in...
While they were walking in, you heard her say that?
Oh, on Watch What Happens Live.
Oh.
She was on Watch What Happens Live afterward.
Oh.
Just being LuMan, being Lulu.
Well, maybe they did that to shake it up. We're going to be like, we're going to make you eliminate some really good guys, and we're going to bring in some like B-level guys. They're not going to be like
there was a few B-level guys in the first group too.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I don't know. I mean, think about it. They're casting a wide net, and this is what they came up with. So,
yeah,
I don't know. It just shows it's harder and harder to meet someone at any point, unless you're not 25.
Yes. It keeps making me think of Bachelor when I'm watching this show, like a low-level version.
Yeah, very low.
Very low level.
It's more Bachelor in Paradise. It doesn't even come close.
Bachelor Paradise, yes.
Yeah, like the Love Hotel. I don't know.
I
just don't.
But we'll see. It's picking up. It's picking
up
a
little
better
bit.
Episode. I do like it. The one who's shining in this is Giselle. I love her.
Yeah, I like Giselle too.
I really like Giselle in this. Out of all these ladies, I'm rooting for her the most. Although I don't think she's going to pick any of these guys.
I like seeing older people date. I like that.
So do I. Yeah, I do.
But because they're more our age, so
yeah,
we're not watching. But Ashley seems very like she's misplaced a little bit. Like she should actually be the Bachelorette.
Yeah. She could technically be one.
Yeah, but why would she want to go through that mess? They just do nothing but manipulate you on The Bachelor and make you look stupid, and it's all a big nightmare. That's a big.
I think
disaster.
that Shannon would like to be the next golden Bachelorette. That's what I think. She's probably like
Shannon doesn't.
She's doing this to. It's like a stepping stone into the golden Bachelorette.
She's not mentally stable enough. She's not stable enough. It would be like Sutton Strack doing it.
I get
they said they want to see
with her and Sutton, although she's more stable.
Wait,
than
they said,
who
do you think would be great in the Love Hotel? It was, it was great. She said Sutton, Dorinda. It would be hilarious.
Can you imagine
Sutton,
Dorinda?
Oh God. Sonia.
Sonia she would be the LuMan. She would get all the men.
They're funny.
They're very funny.
And I forget who the fourth person was, but I said that would be a classic.
Erica Jane.
No.
Maybe. Okay.
No. Erica's too, she's got a Broadway show to do. Anyway, so that's it. We rounded the corner with these three, and
we did.
That's
Next
it.
time we'll pick up on the Valley.
Yeah, we got to pick up on the Valley.
We got to pick up on the Valley a little bit.
All right, everybody. Well, thanks for listening, and catch us on Littler Podcast or YouTube, Ladies in the Living Room. We will see you next time.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.
Bye.